Welcome everybody. It's day 6. I'm Nicole Spirit. This is Puka Dog. She's kind of sleeping right in the sun. There's Puppy Finn. And I thought we'd start a beautiful practice today together. You don't have to do this series sequentially. You can do this class whenever you want. But it feels nice to maybe set an intention to do a 30-day yoga journey or something you can do every day. So wherever you are, please arrive comfortably on your mat, and we're going to start a nice little practice for our beautiful day 6. So go ahead and rub your hands together. We're going to create some warmth and some friction, some intention, some love, and then we're going to bring our hands to our heart, and we're going to create a little prayer for the beginning of our class. In a traditional yoga practice, we would Om to start our class, and they say that Om is the sound that the universe makes, or that the earth makes currently in its vibrational state. So when the earth was created, the sound was created, and that frequency helps to ground us back into what feels like our home base, our home frequency. So let's go ahead and take our hands to the knees. We'll take the thumb and the index finger together in Chin Mudra, Gaya Mudra, and we're going to do 3 rounds of Om together. I haven't done this in forever, so it's going to be really good to open up our voice, and if you don't want to, that's okay too. And it's beautiful to see how the Om changes from the beginning of the practice to the end. So wherever you are, find a comfortable position. If you're shy or embarrassed, or feeling a little weird about doing this, don't worry, I am too. So let's inhale and exhale to prepare. Nice long smooth breath, and we'll begin together at the top of the next inhale. Find a nice smooth breath. Notice if there's a sensation. Be aware of the frequency, 131 hertz, or cycles per second of the Om frequency. Good. And we're just going to slowly start to open our eyes wherever we are. And today we're going to do some Ujjayi breathing. So that's where we constrict our throat just a little bit. You just drop your chin down and pull back a tiny bit. And the inhale sounds normal. And the exhale sounds very big. It's like you're saying the sound ah, but your mouth is closed. So inhale. Exhale. Ujjayi breathing. Keep going, the victorious breath. Almost sounds like an ocean wave pulling in. The exhale, big ocean wave rippling out. 3 more rounds. One more breath. Beautiful. Continue along, smooth breath. We're going to just change our hands, and we're going to bring our hands onto our ankles. So bring your feet just a little bit away from your sitting bones. And what we're going to do is inhale and scoot the whole body forwards, and then exhale and ripple and roll the body back. And you might find your oceanic breath, your ujjayi breath. So the inhale is forwards, throat is slightly constricted, exhale back. Ripple the spine like a wave. Last one. Come to a nice tall spine. Continue a smooth breath and switch your feet. Bring the other foot in front and let's do a couple more rounds. Inhale, bring the whole body forwards. Exhale, release the spine back. Find a nice rhythm. Find a nice flow. Let's do 2 more breaths and see if we want to include the ujjayi breath. Good. And then come up to a nice tall spine. Pause for a moment. Excellent. And we're going to extend the right leg out long and tuck the left foot up into the center. So just see how your foot feels in this angle. Make sure you're not too close or too open. And we're just going to enjoy going into a nice lateral bend. We're going to squeeze into the liver side of the body and help release any stored anger, any frustration. So take your right arm over your right leg, left arm up and over. Big inhale breath, and then exhale breath, reach towards those toes. You might even take a bind where you take your 2 fingers and wrap them around your big toe and see if it's available or comfortable to leave that top arm over. If not, it can be by your side, it can be on your hip, and you can raise up again on your next inhale breath. Good, and then exhale and lower down to that right side. If it's uncomfortable, bend your knee a little bit. And you don't have to reach as far as your foot. Good, so we're squeezing into the liver. If you haven't already, maybe give your liver a fun name. And then we're gonna turn our whole chest to look over our right leg. So inhale, come back up, twist towards your right foot. And again, you don't have to be very open, just see how you feel today. Nice comfortable angle you can hold. Exhale, breath, float both arms down towards that front leg. So again, you don't have to take hold of your foot, you're just comfortably reaching. The knee can be a little bit bent and you're getting a nice squeeze in the side body. 1 more breath. So this helps to put pressure on the liver and the gallbladder, helps to accentuate our divinity, our charisma, our life force, our willpower. Good, next breath, we're gonna come up. Good, and then we're gonna go into gate, creaky gate for the little kids. So we bring this left knee down to the floor, your left hand down, and we're gonna come up and bring that right arm up and over. So good, big side plank variation. Excellent. Then bring this right knee in, prop up, and side gate. Creaky angle on the side. Bring your left arm up now, big breath. Exhale over to the left. Good. And then we're going to come back to center. Lower those arms down. Lower back on your feet. And this time keep your right foot tucked in. Lower down on your seat, I should say. And then left leg is going to extend long. Good. So just see how you feel here. Notice if you've got a teeny bit of an awakening on that right side, on the liver side. And then we're going to go to the left. Always remember that it helps to release anger. And in Western medicine, of course, we don't talk about the emotions that the different organs of the body hold. So we're going to take the arms out to the sides again. You can just keep your left arm out or both. And we're going to inhale and then exhale. Big motion where we take that right arm up overhead and exhale as we squeeze into left side body now. I gave my stomach a squeeze here into all of those nice, beautiful areas where we hold our stomach and spleen organ on the left. organs. So you can bend your knee again, you can drop this arm, and you're just trying to palpate, kind of squeeze into, push, pressurize that left side body. One more breath and maybe we come back up. On an inhale, exhale, take it down to the side. And when we squeeze into stomach and spleen, we're releasing overthinking, worrying, and we're increasing our recreation, our creation energy. When we like to cook and garden and do stuff, good, and come back up. There's a little saying, if you sit in a rocking chair, it gives you something to do, but you don't get anywhere. Worrying is like sitting in a rocking chair, that's right. All right, so now we're gonna come down with that right hand. Bring your right foot back a little bit. Oops, I forgot to do the forward fold version. So now we're gonna pick up both arms, turn to that left foot, pause for a moment, and then exhale and lower both arms down. Good, same thing. I got excited talking about recreation and just squeezing into that stomach and spleen, helping to release nervous or worrisome energy. Inhale up a little bit, exhale, come down. Again, you don't have to reach for the feet. Try not to just collapse in the forehead. Think about bringing your heart forwards first, bringing your belly to your low spine, and you can always have a little bend in the knee. Good. So I got a little ahead of myself there. When you're ready, start to walk back up. Tell your stomach and spleen that you love them. No worrying. Don't worry about a thing. And then the right hand comes down. So I was giving my husband the analogy too. It's like a hamster in the wheel that just runs and doesn't get anywhere. It's doing something but not getting anywhere. So come up on that knee now. First, we're just going to do a plank variation, side plank. So reaching that left arm up and over. Good. Nice stretch in that left side body. Again, opening up stomach and spleen, releasing any worry or nervous energy. Good. And then we're going to come back, lift back up, bring that knee in if it's available. If not, just do this seated. And then we're going to lift up and go over to the right. Good. So inhale. And then exhale, right side body. Excellent. Come back up, lower the arms down, give your liver and your stomach a little rub on both sides. Thank them for helping you digest life. The liver has over 2,000 functions in the human body that we don't even know of yet. So you're on your hands and knees. You're on your knees, bring your hands down. Let's just lengthen the spine, nice tall spine. Good, and we're going to think about opening up our angel wings. So let's take the right hand down in front of the chest and take the left arm up and over. Big breath, open up to the side, wiggle your fingers, and then on the exhale breath, we're going to thread the needle. Take your fingers and bring them underneath that right armpit and lower your head and side neck to the floor. Good, one more breath here. Keep it nice and deep and smooth in the breathing. And then next breath, we're going to come back up. Hands under your shoulders. Let's do the other side. Left hand under your chest. Big breath. Take that right arm up and over. Notice if your range of motion is slightly different. Definitely on my right, it's a little more stuck. Wiggle your fingers. Notice how you feel, and then exhale breath, bring that arm down, thread it right under your armpit, and again, side body, side of your head comes to the floor, and we get a nice release in the neck and the shoulders. Last breath here. Good. Push the ground away, next breath. Let's arrive back on all fours. Next thing we're going to do is look up between our two hands. Step, walk, jump, place our right foot between the two hands. So see how this works for you. If it's available, you can lift off of that back foot and come into a nice runner's lunge. If it's more comfortable, just leave your knee down. One more breath here. Good. This is a nice place to play with that open wing again. So lower the knee down. You can leave it up if you like. And then we're going to plant that left hand on the floor and open up through that right arm again. Wiggle the fingers. Good. And then lower back down. So take a moment, bring your right foot back, and then Left foot reaches forward. So step, walk, jump, place your foot forwards, look up between your hands, and then same thing here. Hang out here, see how that feels, or try the variation by lifting off of that right foot. That could be where you are today, and maybe you try the twist from this position. So your right hand plants on the floor, and then left arm, big exhale breath. Reach that left arm up and over. Knee can be down, last breath, wiggle your fingers, good, and then soften to release. Excellent. Now we're gonna bring that left knee back behind us, and we're just going to go side to side with the hips. Side to side, and this is called wagging the tail. So think about what kind of tail you have, what it looks like. I love my big pink panther tail. One more, and if you want to, of course, you do any little variation opening up through the hips. Maybe you do some half circles or full circles. Last breath, side to side. Smile, giggle, woohoo! And then next thing we're gonna do is pause. We're gonna bring that right foot up again between the two hands. Look between your hands, walk, step, jump, place that right foot up, and then left foot comes back, lifts off. So step your back foot forwards just a little bit on a 45-degree angle. You want to have your back foot, and then inhale and push the ground away. Exhale, see if you can come into a warrior one position. So your front knee is bent, your back leg is straight, and your foot is pointing out just a little bit, and try not to turn to the left. We're going to turn to face forwards, bend that front knee. Notice if you're leaning forwards. See if you can stand upright, inhale breath, and then exhale, bend that knee just a little bit more. Let's try the variation with arms up overhead. Big breath, find your core, notice your powerhouse, smile and soften your face, and then we're gently gonna twist to open into warrior two. So open to the left, try to fire up from the midsection of the body, adjust your back foot a little bit, and your arms are gonna be out in each direction, one forward, one back. Sink in that front knee. I know it's getting hard to hold. One more breath. You look out past your front arm. Good. And then we straighten front leg. Keep breathing. Windmill that left arm forwards. Bend the knee, twist the foot, and we arrive back in that front little lunge. Excellent. So bring your hands down, your knee down, quietly walk your right knee behind you, and just pause for a moment. Good. Smile, giggle. My intention is you're gonna feel at least 1% better. Next breath, step, walk, jump, place your left foot forwards. Enjoy your breathing. Thank you. Thich Nhat Hanh. And then we're going to press off of that back leg. First into our runner's lunge. Try not to collapse in the head and the neck. It feels like your heart is even reaching forwards. I like to stay on the fingertips here. Make sure your knee isn't in front of your ankle. You're in a nice 90-degree angle. Next thing we're going to do is walk the back foot forwards just a little bit. Bring it on a 45-degree angle, and then bring the upper body to standing. So adjust your feet. Your back foot is turned out a little bit, your right foot. Inhale, exhale, bend that left knee. And again, make sure it doesn't go over the ankle. So again, tendency to open now to the right side. See if you can stay facing forwards. Your hands are at your heart. Your knee is bent. Sink through the midsection. Try to keep your hips balanced so they're both facing forwards. Both your shoulders are forwards. And we'll do another breath where, if it's available, you float your arms up overhead. Clasp your hands together, warrior one. Nice breath here, good. And then we're gonna move from the middle of the body into warrior two. Exhale, next breath, open to the right, lower your arms out to shoulder level, and point through that right, left toes. And you can adjust your back foot. Again, try not to lean forwards. One last breath. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you sink. You can check your back arm isn't too high or too low. Shoulders are level. Good. Then straighten that left leg. And then we're going to take the right arm up and over, windmill back to center. You can bend the knee. Right foot turns to face forward. And then a nice strong movement here. You're going to bring your right leg up to meet your left. So you arrive in a forward fold. Good. So we're here for 2 breaths. Lower down on your exhale. Bend your knees. Keep going with the breath. And today we're going to try 1 round on each side of Surya Namaskar Sun Salutations. So next breath, we're going to come up to standing, just 1 round on each side. So standing up at the top of your mat, we're going to have our arms beside us. Let's inhale, float the arms up. Let's do this nice and slow. Exhale, bend at the waist, forward fold. Knees can bend slightly. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, hands to the floor and step your right foot back. Good. Next breath, hands are down. Inhale, step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees a little bit here, send your hips up high. Excellent. Then we're going to lower down, bring the body into plank. Readjust your feet if you need to slightly. And now you're in plank. And we're going to bend the knees and lower all parts to 8 parts bowing. Keep your hips up and then lower down, coming into a little cobra. Lower down, inhale, bend the knees, push the ground away. Back into downward dog. Bend the knees, look forwards, step your right foot forwards. Good. Now step your left foot forwards. Inhale, stand up. You can do a little back bend if that's there for you today. And then exhale breath. Bring your hands back to your heart. If you found that confusing, that's okay. Let's just try to do 1 more half round. We'll do the other side. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bend at the waist, all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back, your version. And then hands down, left foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Good. Next variation will come up into warrior in this pose. Now we plant the hands, bring the right foot back. Plank pose for a moment. Inhale. Knees down, lower down. Catherine Zeta-Jones asana. Only some people will get that. Lower down. And then exhale, or wherever you are in your breath, come back up into just a mini cobra or wherever you're feeling it today. Good. Lower down, inhale, bend the knees. All right, flex the feet, I should say. Push back up into downward dog. Now bend the knees just a little bit. Look up between your hands and step your left foot forwards. Excellent. Keep breathing. Take a breath and bring your right foot forwards. Next, inhale, big standing posture. Come up to your Jai mountain. And then exhale, again, little back bend if that's available. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Good. Let's come to standing in the middle of our mat. Let's just gently shake our tree. Sway in the wind. And see how we feel. Good. Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation. There's many, many variations, so that was the probably most simple. And for other parts of our class, we're also going to, or parts of this 30-day series, we're going to go through the moon salutations as well. I'm not a huge flow teacher, but I love flowing and I appreciate all of my teachers. And I thought we'd give you guys just a little bit of something, something. One more breath. Shake your tree. Think about your favorite tree today. And on that note, let's do swaying palm tree in the wind to finish our practice. So knees and feet together, knees a little bit bent, and we're going to float our arms by our sides. So on your next inhale breath, you just do a small movement forwards. And on your exhale breath, you stand up, wait till you get a nice tall spine, and then just a little back bend. Keep your hands at your low back if you find that that's more comfortable. Inhale forwards, draw your big breath in, and then exhale, big breath, nice tall spine, tall, 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 and very just small movement at the end of the breath, a little bit of a back bend. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale forwards and exhale back. And come back to standing. Good. Let's float the hands to the heart, release your arms down, and we're going to lower ourselves to the floor. So if you can, arrive down without any hands. If your knees are shot, or if that doesn't work, think about it. Just think about getting yourself up and down without using your hands. I could be such a brat. Okay, I will be. And now you got to stand back up again without your hands. What? If you don't do it, I don't mind. But if available, you stand up without your hands. There you go. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. Love it. So I'm going to bring Finn in front of me for the final meditation, because he's not going to be a cutie puppy forever. I'm sure he'll turn into a shitey dog pretty soon. Just joking. You know how puppies can be. He's more challenging than our adult dog. So finding your nice tall, grounded meditation position, your easy pose, your Sukhasana. Please take a couple of moments, bring your sitting bones back. Arrive in your most comfortable, beautiful place. Remembering this is meant to feel like a home base. It's meant to be like your frequency is really gentle and content here, following along with the theme of the Rejuvenation Yoga practice, which essentially means we take all of these different modalities and bring them together. So we're going to finish off with the meditation of you in your Merkaba, you in your beautiful sacred geometry of light all around your body. If you feel like it, of course, you can lie down instead for your final little meditation. The visualization is to imagine a beautiful pyramid, a tetrahedron that has its point at the top of your head, and it's all around you. Think of Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvius Man with the arms or woman and legs extended out. So this beautiful pyramid shape around the top of your body. The second pyramid that you imagine or visualize is one that's underneath you, the point underneath pointing down to the earth. So you can picture at the base of the spine or even into the earth a little bit. And see if you can visualize being in 2 giant pyramids. One goes up to the sun, one goes down to the earth, but just ever so slightly. And you are kept in this equilibrium of this beautiful balance between these 2 pyramids. So just for a couple of moments, let's inhale and exhale and imagine the Merkaba, the light spirit body. That's an Egyptian word. Mer, light. Ka, ba, light, spirit, body. That's you without your physical form necessarily, or if we do any astral traveling or bilocation. Every night when you sleep, you astral travel, by the way. So you can imagine putting yourself in this little star. It's got 6 points, but it's actually got points all around it because it's 3rd dimensional. And then it becomes 5th dimensional, and then you can meditate. One more breath, visualizing your body in these 2 beautiful pyramids, asking for realignment in any part of your physical, your etheric, your spiritual, your emotional, or your mental bodies. So imagine that your mind, your brain, has a spiritual essence to it, the mental body. So you can be thinking and really worrying, but maybe you're doing something else. But just let's coordinate and have that space where we clear the mental body. We clear the physical body. And any blocks, any hindrances. Good metaphor, good example. Flush the emotional toilet. Flush the mental toilet. Spiritual, physical, and etheric. Etheric is your physical double, your soul. Good. So wherever you are, we're going to finish off today. I am imagining that you're going to have the most wonderful sleep tonight. You're going to have a really fun day. And you might notice more and more references to sacred geometry as we go through this 30 days together. The study of Yantra Yoga is the study of sacred geometry. So please just gently come back to your center. We're going to finish off with our final Om, and you can obviously just chill out or check out whenever you need to, but if you've arrived back in a seated position, let's finish off with our final 3 rounds of Om. My intention for this Om is to send healing and love to each and every person that has made it this far in this journey, or if you did this video today. I'm so incredibly grateful. I'm getting almost emotional. I could get very tongue-tied. All right, so let's take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, and the next talk of exhale to begin. 3 rounds of Om. Imagining a big heart with wings flying to you and giving you a big hug. Let's bring the hands together at the heart and bow the head. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste.